Hi everybody, it's Miss Lorenz. I'm going to go through Unit 2, Lesson 16. This is our last one in this unit, and this is all about solving more ratio problems. In number 1, you had to describe a situation with two quantities that uses this tape diagram to represent that situation. So it really could be anything, and I want you to make sure that you show me, when you turn in this lesson, that you show me what you came up with for a situation. I'm just going to show you what I came up with because as I was doing this problem myself, I was thinking about caramel. So my daughter and I make homemade caramel a lot at home, and I'm always amazed at how fast we go through butter when we make caramel. Butter and heavy cream, and of course it's sugar. It's like 3 ingredients. So what I'm looking at is a ratio between the butter and the sugar. And now I'm making this up. This is not a real recipe, but that's kind of the background to that. So I'm saying that the ratio of butter to sugar to make caramel is 7:3. And if I need 30 cups of caramel, how much of each ingredient do I need? And so 30 cups is because if I added up all of these individual pieces, I would see that there are 10 of them, and 30 divided by 10 is 3. So then that would mean that each individual piece would have a value of 3. And I could use this to answer the question again, how much of each ingredient I need. So in this case, I need 3 times 7, or 21 parts of butter. Let's call those tablespoons. And then I would need 3 times 3, or 9 parts of sugar. I actually think it's probably the other way around, but you get the idea. All right, number 2, consider the problem. The teacher is planning a class trip to the aquarium. The aquarium requires 2 chaperones for every 15 students, and the teacher plans accordingly and orders a total of 85 tickets. How many tickets are for chaperones and how many are for kids? And so down here in the total, what I did, you guys, is I wrote an 85, and then I looked at what is the relationship between the total 17, which is what I got when I add 15 and 2, 17 to 85, I have to multiply by 5. And so if I'm multiplying the 17 by 5, then I also need to multiply the 2 by 5 to get 10 chaperones, and the 15 by 5 to get 75 kids. And then if I use a table, I'm looking at really the same thing. I can scale up right here. 17 times 5 is 85, so 15 times 5 would be 75. And then I know that 2 times 5, of course, is 10. And then here's a tape diagram I could have used to solve this. I really like the tape diagram idea. I think it's a very useful tool. It will be a tool that you'll use later on in more algebraic concepts as well, you guys. So I know that this entire tape diagram represents 85. And then if I divide 85 by 17, and I get 17 if I count all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to 17, then I get that each of these has a value of 5. And then I can just look and see how many I have total in each of the strips. And so I would do 5 times 15 right here to get 75 for kids, and 5 times 2 right here to get 10 for chaperones. All right, in this one, we're solving the problem. I'm going to use a strip diagram for this first one. The recipe for salad dressing calls for 4 parts oil to every 3 parts vinegar. So I have a strip diagram with 4 parts for oil and 3 parts for vinegar. And then I know that I need 28 teaspoons of dressing. So I'm going to say that this entire strip represents 28. And then if I divide the 28 by 7, and again, I got 7 because I'm looking at the total number of parts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 28 divided by 7 is 4. And so I know that the value of each of these sections, each of these parts, is 4. And so to figure out how much oil I need, I'm going to do 4 times 4, and I get 16. And to figure out how much vinegar I need, I'm going to do 4 times 3 to get 12. And these, I believe, are teaspoons. Yep, so I need 28 teaspoons, so I would say 16 parts oil or 16 teaspoons of oil. 12 parts vinegar or 12 teaspoons of vinegar. Number 4, Andre and Han are moving boxes. Andre can move 4 boxes every half an hour, and Han can move 5 boxes every half an hour. And how long will it take them to move all 72 boxes? So you can see what I did here is I changed the half an hour to 30 minutes, and I changed the 60 minutes or the 1 hour right here. because I wanted to look at this relationship. 9 boxes in 30 minutes, 18 boxes in 60 minutes, right? All right, so to get from 9 to 72, and of course 72 comes from what we're trying to move, I'm going to multiply by 8. I know that 9 times 8 is 72. So then I'm going to multiply my 30 minutes times 8. It's like taking half of 8, right? Because that's half an hour, and I get 4 hours is how long it would take them. And I got 9 boxes, you guys, because I added the 4 boxes Andre's moving and the 5 boxes that Han's moving. And 4 plus 5 is 9. All right, looks like that's the last one. If you reached this far, then what I want you to do is down here at the bottom underneath number 4, I want you to draw a Stegosaurus. And if I see a Stegosaurus on your paper, you know I'm going to know that you listened. I'm going to make mine a polka dotted Stegosaurus. Then I know that you listened to this correcting video. All right, everybody. Nice job. Hope that helped.